Here we are for the final game of the night. Northern Hawks versus Condors FC. Northern Hawks, number 77, Daniel Formado. Number 2, Betim Ziba. Number 7, Lukman Saeed. Number 24, Taitate. Number 5, Ches Houston. Number 6, Nishan Nair Alagoda. Number 8, Sami Atta. Number 11, Chris Rocky. Number 21, Spasoza Zestik. And for Condors, number 10, Felipe Vera. Number 8, Oslin Escobar. Number 5, Javier Pineres. Number 11, Rolando Rojas. Number 15, Alexander Robert. Number 4, Felipe. Number 4, Felipe. I'm sorry if I do mispronounce this last name. Atanas Sovici. Number 2, Jose Alejandro Hernandez. Number 7, Marcelo Orellana. And number 3, Bruno Valentino. I'm very sorry, Felipe, if I did mispronounce your last name. Hit by Rocky. Houston doesn't get it. Vera brought down in the end. Escobar plays to Vera. Back to Escobar. Vera. Saeed. Saeed still going with it. Hits. Rojas let off there. Vera hits Ziba to Saeed. As Rojas hits it away, Houston to Rocky. Houston picked up by Orellana. Rocky to Ziba. Ziba trying to go down the line for Saeed, but Saeed wasn't there anyway. Escobar all the way over to Vera. Vera down the line for Orellana. Vera still got it. Trying to switch it, but Houston intercepts it. Houston to Ziba. Ziba. Escobar. Escobar's touch took it away from him. Saeed. Through the legs, but Ziba wasn't able to get on the end of it. And she scores! Unlucky there was Pineres as the ball just bounces off his chest. Saeed down the line for Ziba. For Saeed. Saeed just trying to wriggle his way through. Pineres. Pineres still going. Just finding Rojas there, but Rojas wasn't able to get his pass past Houston. Vera hits. Houston watches out. Formado. Formado goes long for Rocky. Vera. Escobar. Vera. Rojas. Escobar down the line. Formado there to watch it. Formado back heels it to Rocky. Rojas fighting there with Rocky. Wins it back for Escobar. Escobar hits just off. Looking to be a very good game. Very good last game of the night. It is 11 o'clock at night and these boys are still out here fighting. Zeba. Great switch to Houston. Houston shot just off target, but Zeba with a great header down for him. Vera. For Pineres. Hernandez. Switching the ball. Rojas to Vera. Vera finding Pineres. Pineres trying to get through two. Said and Alagoda. Back to Said. Said trying to get through another but doesn't. Rojas. Back to Vera. Vera over to Hernandez. Hernandez to Pineres. Rojas checks out there, just down the wide. Trying to size up Atta. Back to Vera. Houston. Houston trying to do something there. Finds Atta. Atta, top corner finish. 1-0 to Northern Hawks as Atta finishes beautifully. But a great pass from Houston sets him up for the goal. Atta trying to find a pass through to his teammate who was forward, Pineres. To Hernandez, but Pineres picks back up. Pineres still going, but Alagoda stops it in its tracks. Hernandez. Valentino. Vera. Over the back for Valentino, but Famado was there easily. Houston to Alagoda. Alagoda receives it back. Atta holding his knee. Here's Vera. Vera for Alagoda. No, not Condors. Hawks. Someone was wearing, he's wearing 3. Atta through again, through the legs of Robert, but unable to get it. Pineres back to Escobar. Escobar moving, finds Valentino. Valentino. Huh? Oh, it's Tate. Here's Tate. Alagoda. Houston down the line for Alagoda. Alagoda tries to chip Robert but doesn't. As Zestic checks on for Atta. Tate chucks back to Zestic. Zestic trying to find Tate again but doesn't. Zestic to Said. Alagoda. Said Alagoda keeps it in to Famato. To Saeed. Saeed with a bit of space to drive into. Pineras sizes him up. Here's Tate. Pineras stops it. Pineras trying to keep going, but Zestic stops that attack. Here's Escobar. Finding Pineras all alone. Blocked by Famato. Valentino out as Rojas checks back in. Alagoda down the line. Just clears out of the danger area. Escobar just put too much on it there for Pineras. Zestic can't get his finish on target. Saeed hits it back to Alagoda. Alagoda to Saeed. Saeed's little flick working well. But Zestic fouls Felipe. Escobar dribbling through. Saeed hit by Escobar. Escobar kicked at Saeed as he wasn't able to make connection with the ball. Saeed to Alagoda. Alagoda down the line for Rocky. Rocky trying to take on Escobar but doesn't as it comes off of himself. Rojas plays it into Escobar. Out to Vera on the wide. Vera back to Rojas. Rojas trying to find his teammate. Try to find Orellana but unable to. Rocky. Saeed unable to find Rocky there as his time did tick down. He does have 4 seconds to get the ball into play from that side as soon as it's placed down. Escobar with a nice piece of skill but just running the ball out of play. Saeed ball on the line. Zestic. Zestic. Fouled by Vera. Paused as the goals are just out of alignment. Alagoda. Robert saves. Rocky follows up, but blocked again by the combination of Vera and Robert. Alagoda just tried to find Rocky, but Orellana was awake to it. Zestic back to Saeed. Saeed chips, but Robert happy to just pick it up there. Rocky watches it go out. Zestic out as Zeba checks in. Zeba checks in, sorry for that. Rocky. Unable to find Saeed as Escobar picks up, trying to find his teammate at the back of the post there. Vera. Vera still picks it as Rocky puts 2 hands on the chests. Puts 2 hands on the chest of Vera as he pushes him down. Timeout. Timeout. We will be back in just a minute. And play restarts with a Condors free kick. One man wall of Rocky. Rojas passes it. Amado with a good split save there. Going long for Saeed as it just hits the back of his legs. Robert. Pass didn't have much on it. Houston loses out to Vera. Vera still able to keep it in. Saeed back to Vera. Escobar. Escobar tries to chip over, but Saeed karate kicks it away. Rocky tries the back heel flick, but Escobar able to keep it in his touch. Rocky missed kick, sends himself to the floor. Escobar. Fumado with a good save though, nonetheless. Ziba goes long for Rocky. Good ball, but Vera quick to intercept there. Escobar does well to save the commentator and computer's bench. Hernandez. Escobar over to Vera. Vera switches to Rojas. Back to Escobar. Here's Rojas. Panares hits, Ziba blocks. Fumado goes for goal, hits the roof. I apologize for the sneeze. Panares back to Orellana. Sorry, Rojas. Houston able to keep going. Saeed, Houston trying to go back, but Vera picks up. Vera to Hernandez. Hernandez switches across, unable to do it. Hernandez back to Panares. Over to Rojas. Ziba still fighting for it there. Rojas keeps as it goes back to Hernandez. Down the line. Ref says no foul. Ziba. Houston. Atta. Vera blocks well as Panares picks up. Panares still going, finds Rojas. Rojas now pressed by two. Alagoda has to switch over now as Hernandez plays Vera. Vera unable to beat Houston. Vera over to Rojas. Rojas trying to go down the line for Panares. Panares, a strike just hits the side of the net. Ziba flicks, receives it again. Tries to go back to Houston with the 1-2 in the air, but just doesn't. Rojas for Valentino. Valentino back to Rojas. Rojas, can he keep it in? He does. Pressed by two though. Rojas still got it. Houston pressing Hernandez. Valentino switches the ball to Hernandez. Still Penarez. Condors still keeping the ball. Valentino. Switching the ball wide to Rojas. Still only 1-0 down. Famato. Down to Ziba. Ziba to Atta. Back to Ziba. Here's Alagoda. Alagoda drives into the space. Keeps going. Alagoda hits. Nowhere near the target. Robert. Plays it out to Hernandez. Hernandez played wide to Rojas. Rojas still managed to keep it in very well. And that pass back to Hernandez, just not able to stay in. As Northern Hawks call their first timeout of the game. We will be back shortly.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Makes the run down the line, but Atta with a great touch through the legs of Rojas, but unable to do anything with it. Penarez loses out to Alagoda, back to Houston. Here's Alagoda. Alagoda, Houston. Houston switching across to Atta. Atta down the line for Ziba. Ziba. Ziba and Valentino fighting. Finds Atta. Rojas presses and Atta's forced to put the ball out of play in the wide. Hernandez. Valentino. 50 seconds left. Rojas. Valentino. Alagoda presses well. Does come off him in the end though. Valentino back to Rojas. Rojas trying to switch it back to Valentino, but it's just too high. 40 seconds left. Famato goes long for Houston with a great throw. Straight to Houston's feet. Rojas wins well. Finds Penarez. Atta tries to bring him down. Hernandez. Penarez! And again! And just over the top. Just over the top as it was blocked once, blocked twice. And just over by a margin. Famato setting up his defense. With 17 seconds left on the clock. Penarez. Trying to keep going. Last 10 seconds. Keeper goes long. Ziba heads it away. Ball over the top for Alagoda. Alagoda on with the keeper. Shoots. Blocked anyway by Valentino, and that will end the half. We will be back. Are back for the last half of the night. Atta back to Tate. Tate over to Saeed. Saeed just holding on to it. As Tate's hit in the face by Rojas. Okay. Relaxation. Still going. Loses out. Vera picks up. Rojas switches over to Escobar. Escobar back to Rojas. Here's Vera. Vera down the line for Escobar. It's a good ball as well. Escobar just unable to keep it in. Atta. Alagoda. Alagoda loses out. Pineres. Sorry, Rojas hits.
How is that not an advantage? He had his arm up.
Rocky handballs. Robert out to Rojas. Rojas moving nicely there. Back to Vera. Here's Escobar. Just to get your attention quickly. Vera. Escobar. Still keeping it. Oh, but it did go out in the end. Goes long for Saeed. Vera. Here's Robert. Back to Vera. Escobar. Out to Orellana. Escobar. To Orellana. Orellana stopped by Alagoda. Escobar. Down the line for Vera. Vera is able to keep it in. Atano Savici was just unable to get there as Famado picks up and he released Alagoda down the line. Alagoda being told to bring the ball back. English is just not Englishing today. But Alagoda to Atta as Atta passes to Rocky and Rocky just unable to get a touch on it. Rojas. Saeed offers Saeed as Escobar. Vera. Out to Rojas. Rojas cuts inside for Escobar. Alagoda does nicely just to hold him. Force him back a bit. Rojas. Rojas still moving well. Escobar. To Vera. Vera down the line for Rojas. Unable to keep it in though. Atta checks out. Houston checks back on. Saeed to Alagoda. Alagoda. Good lead by Houston for Rocky. Back to Houston still at the top. Alagoda. Saeed. Houston to Saeed. Here's Rocky. Saeed. Rocky just unable to get there at the bottom.
You're actually passing the ball to each other.
Houston picks up. Saeed skips past one. Alagoda hits just off target. Robert goes looking for Atanasovici. Pineres kicks as Houston's hand was away from the body and the refs call handball. Pineres over to Escobar. Escobar hits. Vera picks up back to Escobar. Escobar goes down the line. Fumado goes long, but Pineres heads away looking for Zestic. Midi with a 3-3 draw prediction. I don't think I've seen Midi get a prediction right in my life. Atanasovici. Still going, Pineres. Here's Vera. Vera down the line for Atanasovici, but just out of his way. Rocky goes for Houston. Rocky speeding down the side, but here's Zestic, blocked by Escobar. Escobar puts his body in the way. Puts his body in the way of the shot and just gets a little bit hurt in the process. Shot, Robert saves. Bench not agreeing with the referee's decision there. Escobar. To Vera. Vera trying to go down the line for Escobar. Not there. Saeed back heels. Zestic keeps it in, but only to Pineres. Here's Vera. Flicks it down the line for Escobar. Escobar tries something. Zestic one-on-one with Vera. Vera with a good challenge, but Houston wins it back. Here's Zestic. Takes it too long as Robert has an easy angle there to close down. Pineres. Pineres given the advantage. Rocky goes in. But the advantage was brought back. Vera. Orellana tried to make the pass but doesn't get it. Condors taking most of the control here in the second half. Vera. Going long for Pineres, but Saeed's header just hits the roof, putting it out for a side ball. Vera hits. Zestic blocks. Orellana still able to keep it in. Ziba stands him up. Saeed. Saeed fouled by Pineres. Saeed going long for Ziba. Losing out. Houston shoots. Robert saves.
Relax, better relax. Don't go too far. Now drop. Behind the ball, better. And middle.
Rojas. Rojas hits. Fumado saves easily. Houston. Saeed. Back to Houston. Houston. Looking down that line for Saeed, just out of his reach as the keeper comes out to make himself big. Rojas. Plays Orellana. Falls to Valentino. Houston knocks it out for a corner. Hits for Marto. Very well done to get to his post there. Valentino again for Marto. Zestic trying to find Ziba there, doesn't get it off. Houston clears. 1-0 still currently. Hawks on 3 fouls, Condors on 2. 9 minutes left on the clock. Orellana. Just getting attacked. Orellana. Famato just happy to watch it go back. Famato to Houston. Ziba. Zestic alone. Can't do anything. Pineres. Finds Rojas. Tries to go back to Pineres, but doesn't. Trying to find Atta through the middle, but doesn't come off. Famato picks it up. Houston. Alagoda checks on as Zestic. Checks off. Ziba. Houston overlaps. Atta chips it through to Houston. Houston with a good save by Robert. Houston was 1-on-1 with the keeper, but just not able to put it in. Rojas trying to slip it through for Valentino, but doesn't. Famato just about to play him. Famato gonna play himself in there, but just didn't get it as Ziba tries to break down the line here, and Ziba's brought down. Referee says no.
Just stand, Medic. Medic. Just stand. Don't walk into him. Stand in front.
Famato goes long for Ziba, and Ziba scores! Ziba scores! And Robert, the keeper, turns around and tries to boot the ball into Ziba's back. I'm not sure if the referee caught it.
Just stand. Bet him. Don't go into him. Just stand in front.
Orellana tries to play through Ziba, but doesn't. Atta chipping along for Ziba himself. Goes long for Betim. Ziba hit in the back. Refs say no. Refs say no corner either. Goes long. Finds Pineres' head. Famato goes long. Escobar saved by Robert as it does come off his own player. It's a good save nonetheless. Escobar. Escobar beats Ziba. Keeper shown a yellow. Keeper been shown a yellow for the build-up of antagonization. Keeper heads away nicely. Falls for Saeed. Atta just off balance. 5. This will be a very interesting loss. 5 minutes. Rojas. Pineres. To Escobar. Back to Pineres. To Rojas. Hits. Just off target there. GK Midi, red card for the celebration. After seeing you and Zephyr's celebration Midi, I think yours should be a red card. No. It was a rightfully deserved a yellow, but a red I think was up to the referee in that moment. Rocky picks it up. Rocky goes alone. Keeper comes out well. Rojas. Back to Pineres, loses out to Atta. Atta tries to flick it through for Alagoda. Keeper throws over the top to Pineres. Pineres has the switch to Rojas, but it's gone now. Alagoda loses to Pineres. Saeed falls to Valentino. Just trying to beat Alagoda down that side. Shin guard falling out.
Bet him, enough. Drop it, enough. Move on.
Timeout called out by the Condors. We'll be back in just a minute.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Continues here with Vera continuing as the 5th man now. Vera back to Pineres, over to Orellana. Orellana to Pineres. To Vera. 3 minutes 45 left on the clock. Alagoda just losing out there though. Vera running back to switch with Robert. Lookman, Saeed to Houston. Houston finding Atta. Atta's with a great chip. Saeed. Saeed back to Atta to seal the game. And that will be a sending off for Alexander Robert. Atta just antagonizing the Condors team as Alexander Robert was sent off as he intentionally went to kick the ball at the goal scorer Atta. But Atta antagonizing, he will be picking up a yellow. He does indeed. And Escobar picks up a yellow. Both on their final warning. Tanya. 3 minutes left on the clock. Pineres. Atta just trying to get in the ball there. Rojas back to Pineres. Here's Atta. Condors 3-0 down, 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. Referee with a yellow card, but back into his pocket. Pineres. Vera shoots, hits Alagoda. And the referee, Silas, just making the players play futsal as they're just standing around pretty much. Vera tries to chip it long for Atta. Atta clears it well. Saeed goes for goal. Vera stops it. Orellana to Rojas. Alagoda presses. Vera hits. Blocked by 3. Houston brings it down. Atta. Vera hits first time, misses. Atta off, Rocky on. 1 minute left on the clock. Houston to Rocky. Back to Houston. Here's Alagoda. Back for Houston. Alagoda. Rojas. Little bit of a swipe there from Rojas after the ball had gone. Escobar shoots and misses. Formato just going to look to go long for Houston. Finds him. Houston tries to square it, but just over the top there. Last 30 seconds. Escobar brings the ball up the field. Plays the ball to Rojas. Last 15 seconds. Hits it. Formato saves. No keeper. Formato goes for it. He was pulled back. Referees say no. And the ball will be retained by Formato after a foul. Referees do say it is a free kick and the ball will be brought back. 10 seconds left on the clock. Shoot. Keeper's off his line. Shoot. Houston. Ball to Rocky. Rocky with a great turn. Rocky! Vera goes long. Formato. 3 seconds. 1. And it hits the roof, and that will be game. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you tomorrow for our next set of fixtures.